Hello and good evening. Can somebody explain to me how this country keeps calling Alberta selfish, while Alberta basically bankrolls half the damn operation? Because every time Alberta's oil sector makes money, Ottawa suddenly develops a fucking shopping addiction. Equalization, transfers, programs, subsidies, redistribution. Everybody's got their hand out when oil prices are high. But the second Alberta wants a pipeline built to actually sell the resource that funds the country, suddenly the environmental lectures begin. And who's often standing there wagging the finger? Quebec. Now hold on. Before the CBC fact-checkers start foaming at the mouth, yes, technically equalisation payments don't come directly out of Alberta's bank account and get mailed to Quebec in a giant novelty check. We know that. Ottawa collects federal taxes nationally. But let's stop pretending Alberta's resource wealth isn't carrying enormous weight inside the Canadian economy. The federal treasury doesn't magically fill itself with positive vibes and gender studies degrees. It fills itself because industries produce wealth. And for decades, Alberta's oil and gas sector has been one of the biggest economic engines in the country. Meanwhile, Quebec has Hydro-Québec, one of the greatest hydroelectric assets on Earth, and somehow they still qualify for billions in equalisation payments while simultaneously opposing pipelines that would help Alberta export its energy. Think about how insane that sounds. Your energy is dirty. Shut it down. Also, please continue financing federal revenues while we cash hydro profits and receive transfers. Fuck off. And this is what drives Western alienation. It's not just about money. It's about the attitude. Alberta workers go through brutal boom and bust cycles, layoffs, collapsed oil prices, federal regulations, carbon taxes, pipeline cancellations. And instead of respect, they get treated like villains for working in the very industry that helped fund Canada's prosperity for decades. Canada acts like oil money is evil right up until tax season arrives. Then suddenly everybody remembers where the fucking checks come from. And here's the hypocrisy nobody talks about. Hydro-Québec is also a massive natural resource advantage. Quebec monetizes rivers. Alberta monetizes oil and gas. Both are resources. But culturally and politically, one gets branded clean and progressive, while the other gets treated like moral contamination. Why? Because one fits the fashionable political narrative and the other doesn't. And let's be honest about something else. If Alberta had discovered its oil industry yesterday, instead of 50 years ago, half the political class in Ottawa would probably try to fucking ban it before the first refinery even opened. Meanwhile, the United States, China, India, Russia, Saudi Arabia, all the serious players on Earth, are aggressively securing energy independence, while Canada is busy punishing its own producers and congratulating itself for symbolic climate gestures that won't change global temperatures by a fraction of a degree. It's economic self-sabotage dressed up as virtue. It's fucking insanity. And Western Canadians are getting tired of it. Very tired of it. Thank you and good night.